Hey guys, welcome to Loot Lane. We're in the second act now after just killing Indariel. A bit of updates. We got a new mercenary who we gave the scythe that we found in the last fight. He is a defensive merc, which means he has defiance, so that's why I've switched to might myself. We did a bit of equipment upgrading. Still have some of our old equipment I'm preparing to get rid of, but in the meantime I'm still holding on to. We have our boots that we found at the end of Act 1. And we also picked up a shield that has 62% chance to block, which is very high. So I picked that up and replaced my Targe I believe I had before. So with that 62% chance to block, we have a very good chance now, given that our dexterity isn't super low. Here's our stat panel. Note, we have a ton of fire resistance now thanks to our boots, which is nice. There is a bit of fire here in Act 2, but ultimately we'll have to see how things go. As far as quests are concerned, we are going into Radament's lair, which is the sewers. If you go down and kill Radament, he gives you a skill book. And if there's something you can't have too many of, it's skills. So it's a pretty good one to go through. I went to the alternate entrance to the sewers, or I guess some might consider that the main entrance, because it's usually pretty frequent that you'll be able to find level 2 immediately to your right or left, usually to the right. Now we did find a full sapphire, I think it was, at the end of Act 1. I did look into getting a socketed weapon, but I was thinking I might wait until we get to the Roderick Cube quest, because then I can make sure to combine as many gems as possible into a better weapon, rather than make one now and then be upset when I could potentially make a better one. That is level 3 there, which is where Radament is, but I wanted to find the waypoint while we're here, so I'm just gonna do a bit more killing on the way. Radament isn't a particularly difficult boss. The only real noteworthy thing is that well, he has some poison, which at this point is nothing new after you just got off of killing Indariel, but here's the waypoint. So the main noteworthy thing about him is that he has adds that he can respawn. Similar to the fallen species in Act 1, skeletons kind of fill that role in this act. There's mummies, of which Radament is a special one, that can respawn skeletons. Only certain type. Burning Dead never get respawned. There's down here, I believe it's a bunch of, I can't even remember the name of it, but the skin tint is black, so that'll be your sign that you're near Radament. So if you have ways to stop corpses from being spawned or people from being revived, it can help, but I mean, it's not a huge deal at this point. So we can probably just get in there and kill him by ourselves. You'll note we are cycling auras now. You can have multiple auras. You can't have multiples of the same aura, but you can't have multiple auras going. So that's why we have both Defiance and Might cycling through here, because our mercenary is giving us the aura, which is always nice. It means we don't have to keep it up, so at the very least it's allowing us to diversify our skills here. Our next aura we're going to probably switch in will be concentration at level 18. Just because it's overall it's a better better might. It has a higher base percentage at level 1 and it has the chance to be uninterrupted. So just overall better as far as a 1-point wonder is concerned. And I believe it actually is just better overall, like if you were to level both to 20 and beyond, but I'm not positive of that. I've never really seen that happen, so can't quote me on that one. So Radament's probably going to be either in this left corner or in the right corner. Doesn't look like the zone is too large here. Also, one other thing, this quest does a bunch of things. You get the book that gives you an extra skill. You get the scroll, which while not necessary, it's the setup for the next few quests. Oh, here he is. Got a bit of lag there, that was weird. And lastly, the actual quest itself with Atma, it reduces the vendor prices. Essentially, it makes all the vendors like you more, just because Atma puts in a good word and whatnot. I am getting unbelievable amounts of lag. I'm not sure what's up with that. Hope that's not coming through on the recording. We'll have to see. But here goes Radament. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Down he goes. Now he's throwing out holy bolts, which essentially start to kill any remaining undead. And there's the scroll, which I was talked about earlier, which will make Cain happy. So
I pray that Atma will rest easy now.
Up we go. So we talk to Atma.
They say that
She makes all the vendor prices better. Cain's happy about the scroll. Identify some items. And gain a skill point. Now, as far as the skill points are concerned, we're level 15 right now. I'll probably want, if this character's going into Nightmare, I'm going to want 1 point in Vengeance. Blessed Hammer is a prerequisite. Concentration's a prerequisite. And Vigor is arguably a prerequisite. At the very least, it's a utility skill. So I'm going to want all 4 of those. So I'm probably going to save until 18 at this point, so I can get them all once I get there. So won't be exciting for leveling up, but I think it's the best course of action. Anyways, we are now on the second quest, so the next part is going to be going into the dry hills, going into the halls of the dead and looking for the cube. I'll see you guys then.